And welcome back to Crypto Hulk. Yes, back again. Oh my god, my lighting's all messed up in my face. Let me do this. Okay. Welcome back to Crypto Hulk. We got the show going today. This is gonna be kind of a weird show. I'm going to do my best to try to show you who I think Satoshi Nakamoto is, or whatever that character's name is. I'm going to present a case, and you can determine what you think. Nobody really knows. The show's more for fun, but I did do a lot of heavy research and investigating stuff. So, I'm speculating. All right. We're going to have fun. That's the main purpose. Have fun. Who the fuck is this Satoshi guy or whatever? Is it a guy or is it a bunch of girls? I don't know. But I have a case to present before you. Um, I would bet money on the people, the four individuals, and I'm going to show you here. So that's what we got going on tonight. My name's Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing in the show is designed as financial advice. Everything on the show is fake, okay? Everything's fake on this show. So don't do anything I tell you to do. I tell you to go out and get XRP and shit, don't do it, all right? Yeah. So let me see who we got here first for today. Over it 2, and then Henry Brown, and then Janet is a new member, along with Dr. Karsten, John Frick. Then Marjut is a member again, yes, from Europe. I think she had some kind of problems. Just, start a new email, everybody, and log back into this YT channel. Don't use the same phone number because they'll get you on the shit list. Nari Bipat is a new member. Linda Alexander is a new member. Then you got Fernando Orlando. Thanks for your donation to the channel. I was wondering when the Bitcoin source would be revealed because I'm curious as hell. Bitcoin's a government agency, so it's a 3-letter agency or something. So you aren't going to see that. It was a test, and it failed, but you had to have it to know that it's not going to work. And then from there, they designed XRP, and then Vitalik copied a lot of XRP and shit to make Ethereum. He used whatever they were doing at Ripple Labs, and then took that information, ran off to Canada, wherever he did, Switzerland. Henry Brown, France and Saudi trade oil and CBDCs today, I think. And this is all set up, Henry. Thanks for your donation. It's just all theater. All the actors are at the stage. The curtain's down. The actors are all getting lined up behind the stage. That's what we got going on with this whole thing. And they're going to have a planned destruction of the global economy. Henry Brown, again, my bad, I correct myself. It's today's France and China trade gas and CBDCs no longer needing the US dollar. That's absolutely right. Henry Brown, thank you again. And then Henry Brown, thank you again. Japan breaks from US. Okay, everything's theater now. So yeah, they're going to appear to break from the US. And buys Russian oil above the price cap in France and China using CBDCs in regards to gas, ditching the US dollar. Is this on the XRP ledger? I've already looked, new people. I've already demonstrated probably a couple shows ago how all the BRICS nations, they're all using XRP and the XRP ledger, XLM, XDC. They can build on top of it and all that, but they're using it, so I'm not worried. Neither should you guys. It's going to be a little tricky at first, and then boom, we end up rich, okay? Crypto, you're going to go through some pain. You're going to go through some pain and scariness and shit, just letting you know. It's not going to be like, well, I got XRP, so it's all good. No, it's going to suck for a while. I don't know how long that while will be. It's when the people put so much pressure on the government to set this off and get this crypto going, that's when it happens. So there's no time frame. It's when do we push these government officials? When you call them up and say, look, you fucking asshole, you're going to get with this XRP, you're going to get with these cryptos, or I'm going to come over there and break your fucking neck. when people start getting like that, they'll be like, okay, green light, green light. See what I mean? That's how it works. Now, you're not going to be threatening your Congress people, but you know what I'm saying, right? You call up where I live, it'd be like Tom McClintock or something, but like, hi, Senator, House of Representative person. Hi, you need to fucking get some shit done with this crypto stuff, whatever the fuck it is. Take the 1 week speed course, learn how to do this shit, vote on stuff, and get it fucking done, or I'm going to vote you out next year. These are the things that have to happen. They need to get flooded with calls of people, some of them threatening to kill them and shit, and then they'll start moving. Okay, that's how the shit works. Crypto McDrizzle says you have to pay $7 a month just to comment. No, I don't know where you got that information. You can watch the show for free. I've had a free show now for 3 years. The membership fee is $5, and it keeps dumb shits, spammers off my top chat. So that's what it is. You can ask a question for 99 cents. If you're a member and you pay the $5, you can ask as many questions as you want. If I got time, I can go through them all. So your information is incorrect. Let's see here. We got Ed Doxy. Hulk, thanks, brother. Thank you for that, Ed. Appreciate it. And we got Check C, member for 8 months. I don't mean to brag, but I've been a member since day one. Your lies will pay off. Yes. Okay. Time to pump it up, says Charles Looney. Okay, first article here. Now, I'm just not going to say who the 4 Satoshis are, because it's not going to make any sense. What I'm going to do right now, and it might take me half an hour, 40 minutes possibly. Oh, you're going to work for it. You're not just going to wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, 4 names, done, bye. Because that doesn't mean anything. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to build my case. I'm going to show you the background information I'm using, and it's like puzzle pieces, and all these pieces are going to start coming together, and then you'll be like, oh, I see it right there. Okay, this is like, these people are complicated. This is not easy shit to figure out, okay? I mean, trying to figure out who Satoshi is, not just, oh, I want to figure out in 2 minutes, Hulk. Well, go to another channel, and then you can go buy some Care Bears and some rainbows and some ponies. Maybe get a couple hugs while you're at it, okay? Because this shit is like work trying to figure this shit out. Like, got to be 6 hours for me just to make this show, all right? Ray. Hey, Ray, #1 crypto channel. Thank you, Crypto Hulk and moderators for helping the main man. That's what I'm talking about, Ray. Ray's dropping some green over here, even though it looks orange. It's green on my end when I take it out of the bank. All right. I gave you the article. Let's go over this. You're going to learn some things today. I've learned some things I had no idea. Let's go down this rabbit hole. Here's the title. It's from fintechnews.sg. So that'll be Singapore. We have an article here from 2015. 8 years ago almost. Let's see what was going on with Ripple 8 years ago, everybody. Because now notice, I want you to notice something. What's significant about the year 2015, and I'll throw in a hint, it has to deal with a court hearing, okay? The month was around March to June, I don't know. At some point in there in 2015, Ripple got clarity from the United States justice system. You know how this court trial is going on right now? It's fake. That's why Crypto Hulk doesn't report on it. I'm not trying to be like fake channels that report on this trial. In 2015, the reason I'm mentioning the year is because a lot of stuff got a green light with Ripple in 2015. I strongly believe our government has at least half of what to do, what Ripple is. If they didn't start it, our government found a company like Ripple and came in and commandeered it and said, we are now taking this project over. You work for us for national security. Sign these non-disclosure agreements. Everybody at Ripple signed non-disclosure agreements, by the way, just letting you know. But let me get into this. So remember the year 2015 Ripple settlement. It was already determined that they were a money service business and they move value around the world. Okay, that's what it's not just dollars, but value. Put in whatever you want for the term of value. Ripple Singapore. I did not know there was a company called Ripple Singapore. Oh, yes, there was. I just thought Ripple had an office in Singapore. Oh, there's way more than that. It was an actual company that was called Ripple Singapore. There's your first gold nugget right there. The world's first, listen to this, the world's first Ripple gold and silver gateway. What do we have here? In 2015, Ripple had a separate division called Ripple Singapore, and that's where they were buying, selling, custodying, transferring, acquiring gold, bullion, and silver. What? Oh, you don't think Ripple's going to be backed by anything? Oh, it's 48 cents, the haters say. The haters are fucking stupid because they don't watch my show. What happened is in the early days, Ripple Singapore was the division of Ripple that was going to like custody, if you want to call it, even though the Singapore government was custody. Just go with the story. Part of this tonight, again, I said is conspiracy. So I'm trying to make my case, trying to have some fun, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't fucking care. But I know I'm onto something here, okay? So I'm showing you right here. Did you know that Ripple was custodying and selling gold and silver with cryptos? No, you didn't. I just showed you that right now, okay? So let's just go with it and have some fun. So here you got Ripple and a special division of Ripple called Ripple Singapore, who's in charge of, no big deal, buying and selling gold for millions and millions all around the world and using that to leverage to get different cryptos and stuff. Whoa. I think the reason they stopped doing this is because either A, they had to put the brakes on it because they had to let the rest of the world catch up. Okay, that's one of my beliefs. The other one is that they had to wait because if they start backing the crypto right away with this gold stuff, that's going to be pretty powerful. I don't know the exact reason why they stopped, but anyway, let me continue. They stopped about a year or two after that. Like they just shut it down, the whole project, okay? Operated by Ripple Gateway Pte. Limited. Ripple Singapore is a Ripple gateway that uses the Ripple network to acquire, store, and convert precious metals into any currency. Whoa, Crypto Hulk, say it ain't so. This is amazing. Well, yes, it is. Launched in 2014. This was before the Ripple clarification of 2015, the Ripple settlement agreement, whatever you want to call it. They were doing this in Singapore before our government even knew what Ripple was in America. Do you know this? The settlement in 2015, Ripple was operating in America for a short period of time without a license, without money laundering stuff, without anything at all. In fact, our government did not know what Ripple was in 2014. They were just moving money around the world. Then they got sued. Then there was clarity. Then there was, this court trial, there's already been clarity since 2015. These people on YouTube don't fucking tell you that because they have no fucking clue. And then not just YouTube, all these dumbasses on all these platforms, okay? There's already clarity. This court hearing is a sham. It's to slow stuff down so other people can catch up. It's all that this is. That's why I can't report on it every day. It's fucking stupid if you do that. It says, users can either acquire bullion directly via the company's bullion counter or indirectly from other users. Users maintain a balance in a Ripple wallet while the bullions are vaulted in Singapore. Interesting how an American company has an office in Singapore and they're using the Singapore government to store their gold and not the American government. Do you see something here? I'm just asking the question. Doesn't that seem odd why they're Ripple, an American company out of San Francisco, is storing they have a subdivision company called Ripple Singapore from Ripple, and they're in Singapore, and the money is in a government vault. Do you not see something weird going on here? I don't have the answers for this. I'm just asking the questions because I'll tell you what, when I dig like this, I answer about one question and then I find 100 more that are, I don't know what the fuck's going on here. Okay, let's move on. I thought that was rather interesting. Ripple Singapore has partnered with Silver Bullion PTE to store all precious metals. So Ripple goes to Singapore and they hire this company called Silver Bullion. I don't know why it's not in America, but I'm going to continue. Very interesting for that, isn't it? Gold and platinum are held at the Certus Cisco Center 2. And silver is held separately at, listen to this one, Ferrari Logistics. Just putting that out there for you. Currency balances are kept with Singapore's OCBC Bank, the country's oldest. Now let's look at this. Ripple's not custodying any of these metals or the money. The Singapore government is in this Ferrari place. Do you find that kind of interesting? I certainly do. Tonight's show is going to be very interesting. Here's the next paragraph. The Ripple network. Notice the words they choose. A federating protocol for value. David Schwartz told us about a year or so ago about federated side chains. They finally talk about them. I think they've been around for 8-9 years. This article is 2015, and they're using a federated protocol of value. We were Bitcoin enthusiasts, but saw they were? Because I'm going to tell you what, the people that started Ripple Singapore are the 4 Satoshis. That's why in this article it says we were Bitcoin enthusiasts. I don't have direct evidence, but I'm going to make a damn good case. You make up your own decision. You can go with the goat or not. It's your choice. We were Bitcoin enthusiasts, but saw the Ripple network as a more ambitious product. Here we go again. Project. There's that word again, a federating protocol for value. James Cox, founder at Ripple Singapore. That's the guy. He's one of them. Explaining his motives to launch the service. What SMTP did for messages and HTML did for information, Ripple will do for value. I want you to notice something. We're going through ISO 20022 now. What is that? It's for messages and information. Isn't that interesting? And guess who was the first member? Listen, guess who was the first member of the ISO 20022 Foundation? That'll be Ripple right there. Damn, Crypto Hulk. I think you're getting somewhere with this. You got these Satoshis, as I'm going to call them. The first one, again, his name's James, and he's all talking about messaging and information with transferring of money. Well, to me, that sounds like ISO, and Ripple is the first member of the ISO. Just makes you wonder. I don't know. I'm sure it's just a coincidence, right? Created and developed by San Francisco-based Ripple Labs, Ripple is a payment protocol and exchange networks that interconnects the world's financial systems. Oh, really? So this little tiny startup company is already being called, Ripple is a payment protocol exchange, interconnects the world's financial systems. Really? Back when it was just a baby company? Really? You're going to call it that? Or unless they already knew that it was going to be. Oh, Crypto Hulk, that's very interesting. It's all planned. It's been planned for 20 years. And I won't be able to show it today. I've got evidence where I think Ripple is all the way back to 1999. Oh yeah, 15 years before this. The Ripple protocol is essentially a share public database that includes a ledger that serves to track amounts, accounts, and balances associated with these accounts. As a distributed ledger, it is continually and automatically updated by the computers connected to the Ripple network, which are all working together to maintain a perfect shared record of accounts, balances, and transactions. Ripple supports any currency and gives the users the ability to transact in any currency. None of the other cryptos on this fucking planet can do that. I'm going to say with the exception of Stellar and XDC, which is R3. Let us move on. Gateways such as Ripple Singapore are businesses that provide a way for money and other forms of value, money and other forms of value. Get creative. Racehorses. You can tokenize a car, homes. We know in 2014, I did the show like 4 or 5 times about Codius. Codius are smart contracts, smart oracles. In the Codius report that they just, let's say, shut down the project to the public, Codius was talking about tokenizing and transferring of value and all that stuff. Codius will come up in this, trust me. Codius is coming up in my little deep dive. Well, it's not a little deep dive, it's a huge fucking deep dive. Gateways such as Ripple Singapore are businesses that provide a way for money and other forms of value to move in and out of the Ripple consensus network. They are a critical component of the Ripple network. We have 2 goals. Mr. James Cox, who started Ripple Singapore. I want you to notice something here. What about Brad Garlinghouse? What about David Schwartz, right? This is something different, everybody. This is what I'm talking about. James Cox is the founder of Ripple Singapore. But what about David Schwartz and Jed McCaleb and all the people, Cindy Young and Dilip Rao, and just what about all them? I'm trying to tell you, this is a separate company of Ripple that I've discovered, okay? And this guy named James Cox, he's running shit, okay? There is no David Schwartz in this mix, no Arthur Brito, none of these guys. These are the fucking Satoshis. Why? Because they're in control of all the money. You get it? All the gold, silver, bullion stuff, platinum. David Schwartz ain't mixed up in that. They don't got control of that. These 4 guys are running shit. I want to let you know, okay? They are the 4 Satoshis. He who has the gold has the power, right? These other people at Ripple that I just named, they aren't in charge of the gold. These motherfuckers are in charge of like probably millions and billions of dollars of gold. That in my opinion, one day when Ripple flips the switch, all that gold, these 4 Satoshis have been watching and controlling. Now this Ripple Singapore is shut down allegedly. Okay? It's probably somewhere, maybe sleeping, but it's still ready to go. And the minute that it goes, remember, they got all the gold already. But what I want to know is why the fuck is it in Singapore? I don't have all the answers, everybody. I'm just showing you some stuff that's some very cool shit. Now Dilip Rao's name comes up in this, but let me continue. This is a very exciting article. We have 2 goals, Cox continued. First, to help Singapore integrate into the Ripple network. Well, why is that? I'm just asking the question. Why the fuck do they want Singapore to integrate? What about America? I don't know. Second, to give physical gold and silver utility in the blockchain era. Oh my God, see? Crypto Hulk knows. Ripple Labs, a venture funded by top venture capitals, including Google Ventures. Google started Ripple in the early days, along with IDG Capital Partners, China Rock. Very interesting name there, isn't it? China. I'm not saying nothing. I'm trying to keep my channel. And then you got Andreessen Horowitz, Lightspeed Venture Partners, has mostly recently opened an office in Australia to tap into the APAC region. I just broke you something right here. Ripple started going into Australia 2015. They've been working on CBDCs in Australia for like 8 years. Just letting you know. And Dilip Rao, currently, right now, we'll talk about him in a second. I don't want to jump the gun. And respond to growing demand for Ripple's real-time settlement. There was growing demand 8 years ago in Australia for Ripple's real-time settlement. Just saying. According to Dilip Rao, here we go. That's the guy right now. Dilip Rao is a Ripple executive who currently, right now, is in Australia making CBDCs for their government. That's public information. Back then, he was managing director at Ripple Labs' new office in Sydney. Oh, so he's been in Sydney. Dilip Rao has been in Australia 8 years, blazing away at God knows what. But I'm just showing you right here. So how it appeared to me is 6 months ago, 4 months ago, Dilip Rao left Ripple to go work for Australia. That's not exactly true because he's always been there for 8 years. Oh, got him. Ripple is the connective tissue that connects banks' ledgers. We're able to connect banks to be able to transact real-time cross-border settlements without friction while allowing countries to retain their currencies. Countries will retain their currencies. Ripple's not taking over their money. Just letting you know. As a matter of fact, some of Australia's big four banks, namely Westpac Bank, the Australia and New Zealand Bank Corp, Commonwealth Bank, made headlines in June 2015 when they announced they were experimenting with peer-to-peer transfers on the Ripple protocol. Now we got them. This whole Australia testing shit started 8 years ago. I'm showing you right here from an article. Sounded to me like it just started like a year ago. Oh no, not when Crypto Hulk deep dives, we find out cool shit. That's all for that article. Let me check some comments, and now we're going to dig a little bit deeper. I haven't checked the comments for a while, so I got to catch up here. And I have to give everybody. Okay, there's Ray, so I left off there. Weight loss and fitness, thank you very much for your donation. I got fired yesterday. Oh, got 40,000 saved. What do I do? You downsize your expenses, live with a friend, pay rent in a 1-bedroom. Don't touch your XRPs and shit. If you live close to work, sell off a car, stack some gold from the car sale, take a bicycle to work, get an electric one for like $500 or $600. Hopefully you don't get wet or freezing. And you're going to have to push through this one. But in the end, you're going to win. So there you have it. Scotty Dog, I signed a non-disclosure, so I'm not supposed to say how much I dig the show. Oops. Thanks for that. Robert Driscoll, love those gold nuggets. Me too. Coin Hunter, thank you very much for your donation. Appreciate that. Karam Hussein, thank you for your donation. What is your question? Salamet Pagi. Appreciate all the efforts. And again, thanks for opening my eyes on the important cryptos rather than S coins. Got it. Dom Kahlo, thanks for your donation there. What's your question here? G'day, Hulk. Keep up with these gold nuggets. You have the best show on the YT platform, hands down. If the truth hurts, they should just block their ears. I have a drink on me. You have earned it. I've got 4 whiskeys on the counter. I was going to do a taste test, but I don't know if I'm going to do one tonight because this is just a lot of work coming up with this information here. NA, thank you very much for your donation. It says, keep it up. Kevin Land, this is for Curveball Barbecue Whiskey. Thanks for all your work. Curveball. I never heard of that one. Interesting. Hopefully it's not that peanut butter one. I'm not doing no peanut butter in my whiskey and shit. Fuck that. Maybe I'll make a PB&J sandwich, but that's where peanut butter or get some toast. Oh, I love getting Dave's Killer Bread because it's healthy. And I got the Costco organic peanut butter. Stick that one slice of bread in a toaster and put some peanut butter and eat it while it's hot and it's melting. Oh man! And then eat like 4 or 5 eggs for breakfast and a protein drink and my fruit and veggie powder stuff. Heck yeah, man! Digging it. Vishal, I'll leave it at that. Vishal, thank you very much. 10,000 per XR Pizzle. And you got a red. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate it. Real Trucking. We're using XRP today disguised as other stuff. Oh, thanks for that donation. Jacob, test. Jacob's testing. That's a very good test. Every once in a while, everybody needs to test, and you don't need it to be $10. Anything helps on this channel. Times are hard. Okay. Dave's love Dave's Killer Bread, but I put honey and chocolate sunflower butter with some cinnamon. Hey, you know what? It's all good. Oh God. See, I can't eat past like 3, and it's 6:30, and we're gonna start talking about food and shit. And then I'm gonna want to eat something after the show. That's not gonna be good. Let me go to the next one if I can get my mind off the food. I gotta decide. I gotta be careful because I've got 25 different things across the top of my screen. That would take me 5 hours. So what I'm going to do here is try to go over what I can tonight. But I'm going to be talking about this tomorrow morning, tomorrow night, maybe the next day. Like because I got so much stuff, you have no idea. I spent like a lot of hours looking for all this stuff. Let me see if I can get into. Okay. Oh, I'm going to play a video. See if I can find it. Okay, I want you to listen to this. There's a video out. It's on. There's a guy named Crypto is Key Convo. I took it from his channel. I'm not recommending you listen to him. I just took it from his channel. That's all. So it's where Homeland Security admits there's 4 Satoshis. I'm going to play this. I want you to listen. So Rana Soad works for Homeland, and she's going to give this speech really quick. So Homeland Security had an investigator looking on the deep web for who started Bitcoin. Let me continue. So Homeland is going to give the agent a certain amount of money. I don't know, 100 grand, 200, half a million, whatever. And they're going to go talk to this guy that claims to be Satoshi Nakamoto or whatever. So here we go. There's 4 Satoshis right here. So there you go. So Homeland knows, and we know that the number's 4. All right. Let me go through I got a lot of articles. Here's the next article. Copy. I'm going to do a copy. Oh my God. What the hell? Hold on. I got to see. We have to take a pause break here because I'm seeing some red here with a big fat $400 fucking dollars. The shit, Nick Hamilton. Should have known. Should have known. Nick. Hoo-wee, man. Thanks for that. It's we're kind of having an epic day. I'm trying to prove my case. And I did the first part, exposing everybody to Ripple Singapore, how it's a separate entity completely. And James Cox is one guy. We're going to find out who the other 3 are. And they're all involved in gold, silver, platinum, back in the crypto with that. And we all know XRP is not going to be 50 cents forever. I'm building my case right here. And that's, Nick, thank you very much for that. That's a crazy amount of money. My God. Lakey XRP is a new member. Thank you for showing up here. You made a smart decision. Ronaldo, welcome to the members live stream. Lakey, damn it, I'm late. I haven't been this excited since I lost my virginity with this news. Great work, man. Okay, let's keep continuing because this is a good this is fun shit right here. Okay. So I sent you that link. All right. At the top of the page. Now this is from I don't know what year this is from. I think they updated it around 2019. But listen, top 30 fintech startups in Singapore. Let's scroll down. So one night it's like 1 o'clock in the morning, maybe 12:30. I'm in the zone. I've got a higher power guiding me and defining all these things. Oh, this list is from 2016. But let's scroll down. We see CoinPip. We see ToastMe. We see Keypot. Let's scroll down more. You got top fintech startups. Scroll down. And then right when you see this, top fintech startups in blockchain / cryptocurrency. I want you to find these. The first company is DigX, OTDocs. Scroll down. On the left, you see Autonomous BBC. But look at to the right, Ripple Singapore. They're calling it a startup. And see, it's a separate company. This is what I'm trying to say. Nobody on YouTube or any other platform has talked about this. I do that a lot on my channel. I bring up shit that's pretty cool, and nobody is bringing it up. So I have to. That's why I made my own channel, because I want to find shit out, and I can't find it out on other channels. So it's like, if you want something fucking done right, you got to do it yourself, right? We have startups in Singapore. Now, San Francisco was a startup. We all know Ripple is a startup out of Silicon Valley, correct? Correct. Well, I got a question. Nobody's asked this question in the history of crypto and Bitcoin and shit. So I'm going to ask the question because nobody else is asking the fucking question. Why is it that Ripple is a startup and Brad's a boy from Kansas, right? We got a startup out of Silicon Valley. They're working in San Francisco, but then somehow in Singapore, that's why these are the Satoshis. Okay. I'm just telling, I'm building my case. Because in Singapore, Ripple Singapore is a startup. It's not Ripple San Francisco. This is a separate company. Do you understand this? James Cox started it with 3 other people. Those are the 4 Satoshis. What does this say? I'm going to blow your mind right now. I'm still building the case. I haven't, and I probably won't be able to prove to you beyond a shadow of a doubt that these guys are the 4, because if I do, I'm going to lose my second channel. I already lost one channel already. I talked about the ROTH family. I'm not going to say the whole name. Who owns this bank called the B Bank? I'm not even going to mention that name. I got my channel fucking destroyed for that, and they deleted it. I'm not gonna deep dive on this shit anymore than what I'm talking about here, because I will find out who the 4 Satoshis are, and then I'm gonna have guys in suits with guns at my door and badges, and I'm gonna have to be signing all these agreements that I'll never have a YouTube program. I don't want to do all that. If I deep dive this fucking shit, I'm gonna end up in an office somewhere. Okay, Ripple Gateway PTE Limited was founded by 4 entrepreneurs. There you have it. Let's continue. 4 entrepreneurs, the 4 Satoshis, with a common passion, the math-based currency movement. The company creates a global real-time payment system by providing enterprise-grade solutions to banks and financial institutions. Well, that's mighty interesting. There's 4 guys, really? Huh. Nick is David Schwartz. Oh my God. So I'm going to be very careful on how much evidence I provide tonight, because it's just not cool to fucking destroy my channel. Then I gotta start all over again and shit, man. Uh, I'm gonna show you some couple things. You could. I'm gonna do a screenshot. What I'm gonna do is this. What is this? Hold on a second. Hey, you say I don't got volume? What are you talking about? Oh, okay, got it. Um, I edited that video enough. You probably couldn't hear what was being said, so I kind of paraphrased all of it. Um, I'm gonna look on my phone, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a screenshot of the 4 Satoshis and that kind of stuff. I'm gonna put that on the members page, the community page. So I'll do that right now. So for some of you that just want to know who are these fuckers, Crypto Hulk, I believe everything you're saying so far. You always got the evidence to show us the fucking who these people are. Okay, I'll do that. And it should show up on the community page. Let me go into my phone right now. Let me see where they're at. Oh, that shit's cool too. I got a lot of cool stuff here. I want to make sure I don't send you the wrong one. Hold on. Fuck it. Let's just send it. Let's see where. Oh, here we go. There's that one. And then I'm going to show you how they back the gold. I'm going to send 3 screenshots now. Give me a second. Select images, create a post. Okay. The first one, let me get it going. The first one I'm going to send is how the XRP is backed with gold and stuff. The next one Here are the names. Hold on. Okay, let me look. Community page. Okay, there you have it. If you go to the community page, what shows up first, and there's like nothing on them. Like normal people, they don't have LinkedIn, they don't have nothing. They're like ghosts. At least I had some friends try to look up these people. They didn't find barely anything at all. You got Erwin Blank, just read it right there, ex co founder. Herco Vaughn, I'm not going to say the rest, co founder. James, I'm not saying the rest, co founder. Marco Blank, co founder. There you have the names right there. 4. Just happens to be 4, not a big deal. 4 guys, check it out, who Ripple's already a company. They're a startup. Does that make any sense? Do you see why, I'm trying to make my case believable, and when we're having fun, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But, I'm not seeing anything that makes any fucking sense here, and I got the number 4 guys, okay? To me, if I'm an investigator, I'm putting 2 to 2 together to come up with 4, because this shit's too fucking easy, all right? You've got Homeland saying there's 4 guys. I'm showing 4 guys right here. It's not dealing necessarily with Bitcoin, but there's something to this, okay? You got 4 guys who start Ripple Singapore. The Singapore government's calling it a startup. It already exists in America, unless it's a separate company completely. And if it's a separate company completely, what the fuck are they doing with all the gold, silver, and platinum in a Singapore vault? Is Ripple an American? See, I'm telling you, that's why I think it's these guys, it's these 4, okay? Because they're in early. They're in control of all the gold and the silver and the platinum that Ripple. How did Ripple come up with all this money for all that shit? Back then, think about this now. I don't have all the answers. I'm just showing you guys. In 2015, Ripple was a baby company. They just got done with a lawsuit. They're a broke, poor, small little company. How the fuck do they have all this gold, silver, and bullion that they're moving all around the world? Where did they get that fucking money from? Why is it in a Singapore vault? What's Ferrari have to do with this? I mean, I don't know, okay? I'm just presenting stuff to you. When I'm in a circumstance where I have a fuck ton of unanswered questions, that means there's something really big going on, okay? I don't have the answer. Now let's look at what I showed you also on the community page with the gold. Ripple Singapore is one of the purest and most interesting uses of the Ripple protocol to date. So Ripple Singapore is a use case of Ripple. Now that's interesting. The service, so now it's a service, acts as a gateway for gold, silver, and cryptocurrencies that gives the users the ability to transmit gold and silver ounces online. Thanks to Ripple Singapore's gateway, users can now buy and sell the following on Ripple. Notice, 1, if you have 1 XAU, this is the name that they were going to give. I don't know if they're going to launch this later. I don't know if they scrapped the whole program, but Crypto Hulk found this shit out, okay? I mean, the story with Ripple Singapore, I figured out. Look right here, XAU. That's the name of a gold-backed XRP. If you have XAG, you have a silver-backed XRP. If you have an XPT, you have a platinum-backed XRP. Oh shit, Crypto Hulk. I've never heard this before, ever. Exactly. It's why you're on the Crypto Hulk channel and not on these other channels, all right? Because you want to learn something, except what's going on in the court hearing today, and what's the price of Chainlink today? What's the price of Bit? You don't even know all that fucking dummy ass shit, okay? You need to know this fucking shit. So right here, I just we just found out that Ripple Singapore is linked in with Ripple, and they're backing all the gold. Well, and that's not going to be a 49-cent XRP, is it? Hey, what do I know, right? What do I know? Very, very cool information, Crypto Hulk. You're killing it. Very interesting, says Michael Gruner. And, we're into it 50 minutes. I'm going to tail end this show. I got more stuff. Trust me, I got enough for like 3 more shows, okay? Mateo. Well, XRP to 30,000, not selling till that number. That's reasonable. Look, I don't have all the answers. Now I've got more questions than I did an hour ago, right? It's like Crypto Hulk, fuck. We learned some cool shit today that's been on no other channel. You have deep dive, the king of deep dives, found some very cool shit, okay? I've got more questions now than I got answers. Like I said, if I find out one thing about Ripple, then 100 things that I don't know pop up. I'm like, fuck. It almost makes you want to stop digging. Andre, you know what? I try so hard because it's my job. I feel compelled to make sure you have the best fucking channel. Like if you want to look up XAU and XAG and these things, I'm not telling you to buy none of that shit. Okay, don't buy it. But I gave you the names of them: XPT, XAG, XAU, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay. I'm not going to be deep diving where these sold, this and that. I've done some research. A couple of them might be proof of work. They shut some things down. Maybe it's not proof. Look, I don't know. I don't care. Okay. I'm going to provide you the best information because no one fucking cares about us. These rich people, these other channels are set up for institutional investor people where if you're not worth $1 million, you can't get the poly sign. My channel is set up for poor, broke people like me, okay? Where you're going to pay $5 as a member, and I'm going to give you $1,000 worth of product, okay? You'd have to have a channel for $500 a month. These $500 a month channels, they don't tell you what I tell you. They're all scammy shit. Oh, buy this dip here, and dude, that's fucking stupid. Hulk, you just glitched. Yeah. Hulk's over the target. No sound. If you're experiencing any tech issues right now, record your screenshot. Yo, I think they just tried to take the channel down. Man. What's the token from last night's show being pointed? It's those right there. You have to look some of that up. I'm going to go over this more later, but I don't want you to like invest. If you find these cryptos, like I don't want you investing in them or whatever, but that's all on you, okay? They definitely tried to cut you off. Damn. Hulk is on fire. Oh my God. See, that's why I'm not going to dig any deeper in this whole thing because I will find out exactly who these 4 are. If I was going to do something next, I had my friend look up these 4 people. I would look them up and do a full background on them, like a law enforcement type background. That's what I would find out. And then I'd have the people knocking on my doors and forcing their way in my house and shit. I can find out whatever I have to. I'm not going to because this channel will go bye-bye. I already know. They already tried it like right fucking now. Okay. So I'm not going to dig deep on this shit. I can tell you exactly who this stuff is, everything. I'm not going to do that, okay? I'm going to end up in so much fucking trouble. It's just not worth it, all right? They'll probably have to do something. They'll file a claim against me, petition, and it'll be a national security violation. I'm gonna get lists. I probably can't get on an airplane. I already know. I'm not looking any more of this shit up, you guys. All right, I'm not gonna. Whatever I got across the top of the screen, I'll talk about, and then I'll delete it, and I'm done. Okay, because this is gonna cause me a whole bunch of fucking shit for the rest of my life. So I'm just gonna talk just what I did here. I'm not digging any more deeper, okay? Because this is gonna get me in a whole lot of trouble. Let's see. Yes, Hulk, you were going in and out for a while. It was choppy as hell, like you're out in the Australian outback. But yes. Thanks, Hulk. Sure. Why not? There you have it. I'm gonna wrap the program up there. That's good enough for now. I've got more stuff. I'll have a morning show, and I'll kind of figure out what I'm going to put in it. But I got these boxes all across the top of my screen. I've got to have 25 of them, 25 websites and shit. Hulk got to stay on the down low for real. I'm gonna start wearing like a disguise when I leave the house or something. I don't know. Change my name somehow or move. I got to move to another country. Alrighty, great show, Hulk. It was fun. I told you what, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, right? But it's just fun doing this, and I'm pretty sure I'm right. Like I'm not trying to be hypey. I honestly feel what I found was I think the four Satoshis. So Scott Chandler, welcome to the members video live stream, there, buddy. How are we supposed to sleep? Oh shit. Well, here it's 7 o'clock p.m. and maybe too many windows were open. No, can't be. But I just wanted to have a little fun, you know, and it was actually pretty exciting learning. And we just learned a little tiny bit, but it's big fucking news, right? And again, I just opened up so many more questions. Like, what about all this? You figure it out on your own. I'm not digging any more deeper on this shit. All right, I'm gonna get going here. Leroy, thanks for that. Hulk, you the man. Shout out to Mr. Awesome. Thanks for gift. I'm just trying to make sure you can see what I see, so you make decisions. I want look. I don't think they're gonna use the XAU thing. Like, I think they were trying to do something, and they realized instead of how they have that gold card. These guys on the show have the gold card. I think they were trying to do something like that. And then they realized, wait a second, let's tokenize gold and back the XRP with this. Instead of selling shares of gold on the gold card I think, if I'm going to guess, that's kind of like what happened. But I have no idea. I could be totally wrong. So, but we're just guessing here, and it's kind of exciting and fun. And like, why do they keep all the gold in Singapore? And what the fuck's going on with Singapore? It's like a half Chinese country, for real. The Chinese are so deep in there. It's almost like America made a deal with China. Now we're getting into more conspiracy. And I don't have the answers, but I just wanted to have a little fun. I'm out of here. I might do a taste test. I'm going to do a taste test. Give me like fucking 5 minutes. I'm going to have about 3 whiskeys lined up with a little bit of Mexican cola. And Crypto Hulk's going to do a taste test. 7 o'clock. It's early. I've done my show. I've made my show for tonight. And I'll be back in. Now, I'll tell you what. When I do the taste test, I'm sure everything will be clear. The video won't be choppy or none of that stuff. You'll see. But I'll be right back. Give me 5-10 minutes.